Now I'm going to be putting the Kanger Tech Sub-Tank Mini on there with the 0.15 coil for temperature control. They are nickel coils. Screw this bad boy on here. CSU Vapes. Make sure it's in temperature control. That's the other thing with these coils. You cannot vape with regular Kanthal. You can only use nickel. It's not bad. Yep, this one definitely doesn't vape too bad with the temperature control. It's not, in my opinion, it seems a little underpowered compared to some other devices, which I've also noticed some other reviewers have found the same thing. Right now I've got it at 480 degrees. You can see that. Taste is phenomenal in this Kanger Tech tank, that's for sure. Now the new design on this device, in my opinion, is quite an improvement. There's not much rattle. Now, I personally like this new round button that they've added on there. I like the new feature with the menu button. It's got a couple other features. You can hold down the plus and minus. Oh, it's got to be off for that. If you have the device off, you can hold down the plus and minus. So I get that on there for you. And it will flip the screen. Okay. But you can only do that when it's off. 3, 4, 5. Turn it back on. The other cool option with this, just like any other ELeaf product, except for the 100 watt, you can charge it. It's considered a pass-through. You can charge it while you're vaping it, or you can vape it while you're charging it. And that's awesome because the battery goes dead, you need your NIC fix, just plug it in, have a vape. Oh, that juice is awesome. Right now I'm vaping on Northern Lights $100 apple pie. That stuff is good. Picked it up at the local brick and mortar shop. Happy Habits, shout out to them. They always have a good selection when I stop by. Very knowledgeable. Good place. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this? I'll tell you what. I'll pop off this Kanger Tech and put another tank in here, the regular Kanthal coil. Put my Delta 2 tank, which has a 0.5 ohm coil in it, and it's reading 0.52 ohms. And let's switch it over from temp control to wattage mode. Oh, the other thing, when you're in temperature control, the one thing you always want to do is lock in your ohms. And you want to do that at room temperature, when the tank is at room temp. Now when you do that, you're going to get your best performance out of the tank. The reason for that, if the tank's hot, it's not going to be reading the ohm reading properly. And if it's not reading the ohms properly, it can interfere with the temperature control reading off the coil. So just remember, lock in your ohm reading. You can do that by, when you're in temp control mode, you hold your fire button and your up or your plus arrow button. If you can see it on there, see a little lock. Oh, now it's unlocked. There we go. You see the little lock symbol right there. Alright, you know what? I'm going to flip this sucker around so we can see it better. Alright, is that better? Nope, still doing it. Oh well. Let's take it out of temperature control mode. We're in wattage mode. Okay, wattage mode. That's backwards. I gotta fix that. Anyway, while it's in wattage mode, with this, you can go all the way up to 40 watts, from 1 watt to 40 watts. And you can go down to, I believe, 0.15 ohms. Anything below that, you cannot vape with this device. It will lock out. Matter of fact, real quick, I believe this Kanger Tech coil was reading 0.14, the coil. Yep, 0.14. If you can see that. Anyway, at 0.14, it's below its normal wattage or ohm reading. It will read atomizer low, and you'll get a little addy picture come up, and it will not allow you to vape. So you got to make sure you're above 0.15 ohms, otherwise you're not going to be able to vape on this. Okay, let's pop this bad boy off. Let's see what we're going to get with the Delta 2. A little vape band on there. Okay. And let's start off about 25 watts. Reading 0.52 ohms, 3.60 volts. TC 40 watt. Not bad. Now this Delta 2 is really rated for, I'd say, between 30 to 45, 30 to 50 watts, but I personally get a better vape between 30 and 50 watts. I run it all day at 40, 45 watts, no problem. On this device, I usually 30 to 40 watts. I get an awesome vape all day long. So let's bump it up to, let's say, 30 watts. Okay, got 30 watts. That's a little better. All right. So as you can see, at 30 watts, with the Delta 2, it vapes pretty good. Let's bump it up 35. See what we got. All right. At 35 watts, still at 0.52 ohms, 4.26 volts. Even more clouds. Not bad, people, not bad. Now, this little TC 40 watt, I'll tell you, for the money, I mean, if you go to a brick and mortar, you're going to be paying probably anywhere from 50 to 70 bucks for the device itself. If you get it with the tank, it could be from 70 to $85 depending on what the store is selling it for. I found these online anywhere from $30 up to $50. Some places even $59. I'll be honest, go online. You want one, order it. 35 bucks, 45 bucks, 50 even. I'd have no problem paying for this. 70 was a little steep at your one of your local shops, but at the same time, you pick it up locally, you're supporting your brick and mortars, and you know, that's one thing we all want to do is support our local businesses. Without them, you know, they're leading the way for us vapors out there. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah, I take this to work, and I'm in the heating and cooling business, you know, oil, gas, so I'm on the go all day long, and This thing works great. I mean, if you can see it, there's a few little scratches on there, little scuffs. I've dropped it. Yep, right there. It holds up pretty well, a lot better than I originally had thought. And it's a great device overall. I mean, for somebody who's looking to get into the temperature control game and try it out, get a taste of that temperature control, I would say it's perfect for the price compared to some of these other mods that you're looking for. You know, they're looking to get $100, $150. You got your DNA 40, your DNA 200. You know, you've got your IPv3 Li. You got your EVIC, which is a great mod, by the way. Excellent mod, excellent for temperature control. I'm going to be doing a review on that shortly. But I mean, you want to look at some comparisons in size. Here's your EVIC.